Dearly beloved, we gather here today to pay respects to Jess's PC. Everyone, please can I see a wave of Fs in chat as Jess's PC has melted. CPU running at upwards of 70% with only one application. After the 40 minutes intro, I think we should take a 2-minute silence. I'm trolling. Let's today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Please check out all of our links. I'm gonna get the bot to spam you with them now. We've got social links. We've got ways you can contact us. You've got ways you can support us. Sponsor information and all that good stuff. Please go and check it all out. Thank you very much to Major Hand Press and Bird and the Storm Publishing who make this all possible. We are going instead to do something a little bit different. We don't exactly know what we're gonna do. Because, well, Hans is going to take us through something new. So why don't we go around and say hello to everyone. Hi, I'm Scrat. Upwards of me, we have Alice.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I miss Jess. I'm sad that we don't get to play with Jess this week. I'm very intrigued as to what we're about to try and do. And I can't wait. But yeah.
Teehee. Next, let's go across to Zelayanami. Zelda! Oh, hi!
Hi. Like I said, I've played this game like twice, so it's like you're a veteran at this point. So, or I am, I guess. And yeah, thanks for holding on for those 40 or so minutes, and I hope it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
That's a very good shout. Thank you so much for sticking around, you guys. We're going to try and bring you some awesome content, which we will look to our last player, Hans, to start laying down the RPG skills. Oh, hi, Hans.
Hey, guys. I'm really just here to talk about Alice's haircut and how good it is. I'm sorry you're drinking water. That wasn't the point. I was reading Potato's thing. He was, like, on point with this. Actually, everybody has fantastic haircuts except me, and I really think that should be the theme of this show. So my haircut's fine. Just there's not a lot of it to start with. So we are doing Grant Howitt's Crash Pandas from Rowan, Rook, and Deckard. This is a game about street racing raccoons. Do I need to say more than that? That's everything, right? We have read this for about 2 minutes, and we are going to go as we go and make this happen. So, are we ready?
I love the first thing in the first one. Write a short origin story for your raccoon.
And give them a name. These are the two things we have to do.
So is this like wacky races with raccoons?
Pardon me as I read this brief descriptive text. As we hear about making a raccoon. Why are you, a raccoon, entering the world of illegal street racing in Los Angeles? Are you a wide-eyed rookie or a grizzled veteran? Are you in this for love, fortune, fame, or justice? Are you an undercover cop? Who's your human rival? Do they even know you exist? What's at the heart of you that spurs drama? These are the questions you have to answer for yourself.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is Fast and the Furious if you are a raccoon. Just so we're clear, that's how we're playing this. And Potato, this is totally normal. I don't know what you're thinking about, but this is most of what we play on this channel.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had like 2 or 3 games of this already today. So, yeah. Okay, so everybody is going to have to write a short origin story for your raccoon and give them a name.
Okay, and when you've got your names, start. When you've got your name, start hitting me because I'm gonna set up an overlay for this as well.
Yeah.
Why are you a raccoon?
Why are you a raccoon?
I feel like I was born this way.
That seems accurate.
Yeah, I was just meant to be a raccoon. I was born this way.
Oh, okay. So Atomic Firebird has you guys covered as a wildlife biologist. She's gonna know everything about raccoons. So we need like raccoon cool name facts here.
I've already got my my panda name.
Okay. Well, do you want to change it for the?
It's a raccoon.
Trash panda.
Oh,
yeah.
what raccoon?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Trash panda
raccoon.
is a raccoon.
yeah. No, I'm a trash panda. I actually think that raccoon is just a name that humans use for me to try and keep me down. I don't appreciate it. So I prefer Trash Panda, and I once heard of Boney M, the singer, and I thought that would be an awesome name, but I realized it was copyrighted. So and I really like money, so my name is Moni M. So I'm Trash Panda Moni M.
Wow.
I didn't marry him. I'm not responsible for him.
No.
Yep. Chat is just sighing collectively right now. We can't hear chat just for this reason.
I'm sighing.
Well, appropriate. I know, now the pressure's really on because each pun has to be better than the last.
Bad on puns.
You guys can always focus on the origin story thing here. We gotta...
Okay, so right, what are the questions? The first one, why are you a raccoon? Should we all go round and then say why we think we could be a raccoon? Like go through each question.
I have no idea how prepared we all are for this, to be frank.
We are not. I know I'm not. So, as Scrat, you already have a name. Why are you a raccoon?
Excuse me?
Why are you a trash panda?
Thank you.
Dear God.
I am a trash panda because I wasn't always a trash panda. Once I was a regular panda. But due to the actions of the humans around me, they discovered that I was living in their larder and evicted me. So I became a trash panda, living off of trash.
Okay, but I really want to know how you got into the illegal street racing scene.
Yeah.
And I also want to know which one of the three of you is an undercover cop.
Well, I've got the heart-appealing backstory. Just throwing it out there.
I actually know who I think is an undercover cop. You guys may not want to share this, but I have a theory already.
How did I get into street racing? I heard about the street racing ring, and I figured it'd be my way to find freedom and be able to get some adrenaline and meaning to my life. So when I heard about it, I just had to go.
It's good. It's good. Okay, Zell, if you don't go second, then you're going to have to come up with the best name.
My name's Tootsie, and I might be a little older, but I'm a little bit of a rookie to this game. And the doctor, my trash panda doctor, always said that I needed something to, get the blood pumping, because I'm getting up in them trash panda years, and I really need some cardiovascular stimulation. And when you're racing cars, that like I spent all my retirement, all those things that I stole, I spent it all on this fancy car. And I wasn't really planning to get into these car racing games, but once you start stepping on that pedal, it's hard to stop.
That is wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've got Moni M and Tootsie. Okay, Alice.
She's like a grandkid.
I am Ludwig Bandito, Russian mafia boss, who has a penchant for racing cars.
That was
I'm
unexpected.
Because I want to be here.
Okay. If I can demand that you all rename your Zoom chat to your appropriate trash pandas, that would be excellent. I'm not really sure what I've bitten off at this point, but it's too late to stop. So, yeah, let's continue on. Okay, so there are 4 stats. They are alacrity, chutzpah, ferociousness, and rotundity. I don't think Trash Panda knows what any of these words are, just so we're clear. But we've got to roll 4d4 and assign 1d4 to each of those stats. This is going to be the number of dice that you get to roll for these actions. So if we want to use Roll20 to roll 4d4, and I've started writing on the Roll20, like the background sheet. I don't know what you guys are going to do for your stuff, but I'm just writing on stuff.
I'm still hastily building a scene.
Yeah, I believe it.
Right, roll 4d4.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll give you individual dice. Yeah, it does. Oh, wow. Jeez, Alice.
Ooh, Lord doing.
So you put one of those dice in each of those stats, and then we'll figure out what your character's good at.
Okay.
Do not roll dice against Alice.
Okay, we're
So
rolling in.
one has to go in each one.
Right. So, like, you've got a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 4.
Okay. 2 4s. One is going to go into.
Nice.
Wow.
It's really good. This is apparently your game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Roll20 likes 4s tonight. It's good.
I think so.
Hang on a minute, how do you spell raccoon? When do you stop spelling raccoon? Do you stop after 1, 2, 3, or 4 C's? And then how many O's do you go for?
Gone too far.
It's triple C quadruple O.
Got it.
Just like how you pronounce it, raccoon.
It doesn't look right anymore. It doesn't look like a word.
I wrote it down on my Raccoon Master tag. It's right.
Okay. I have found perfect trash pandas for us to use. I hope you're all ready for the overlay.
Why was the overlay?
'Cause I have not used Brit's pictures yet, and I definitely forgot what raccoons were. Oh no, hang on, I haven't got Hans yet. No, this is nightmare at the end.
With raccoon heads, but pasted on them personally. But okay.
Thank you, Potato Hollow, for clipping my intro for Tootsie.
There it
Every
is.
time you do this Bell voice, it gets clipped, I think. Okay.
I once, for a non-streamed one-shot,
use this tiny voice, and I can only do it for a little while, so...
but yeah, it's...
I believe it.
I've been
Our
waiting to do
accents
that
are
for
so
an actual...
opposed.
Oh my, those are, yeah, all right. Those are animals.
Yep, they are animals, and therefore they are relevant.
This is so good.
What is this?
Okay. So I have to have 4 in rotundness.
Oh my. Okay. Yep. Those are the pandas we're talking about. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. I mean, this is not lowering the bar. On the pro side, there are two windows of Scrat. Also, everybody wins.
No, I was renaming myself.
There are 2.
Okay. Scrat, you got to roll 4d4.
Oh yeah, sorry. My bad.
No, that's good.
Where is the Roll20? I'll find that.
Everyone is rolling well.
I'm just using your Ryutama right now
Oh, okay, cool.
because I figured we didn't need any more barriers. So.
Okay, hang on. If we're gonna use Ryutama as well, let's go and get some racing music. That's gonna be my next mission.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, at least we proved the Roll20 is not fixed because Scrat rolled barely any 4s.
If you need a person to check that sort of thing out, I can usually do it.
What's that?
Check if Roll20 is fixed. Even Johnny.
Oh no, it feels way better than you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
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 Right. Oh, that's all right. That's your function. Okay. Okay. Now, number 2, we've got to roll for equipment, and you get to roll 2 times because you have 2 hands. So if you roll 2d20, we should be all set.
Oh, that's close together.
Okay, let's see what that is.
Queen's Greatest Hits cassette tape.
So on brand.
Is anyone else thinking Nintendo 64 right now?
Yes.
this is definitely a 64-bit song or 16-bit song.
Also, Alice has the most useful items possible.
Why? I wanted a broom. I really wanted the broom.
Because you rolled so well.
Oh god.
Okay, Zelda, you're up.
Oh,
whoops, sorry.
right.
I jumped the gun.
Oh no, it's good. You could do that. 9-11. Okay, yours is pretty good.
Yours is awesome.
What do I get? What do I get? What do I get?
You get duct tape and a fake ID.
Aha!
Okay.
I got a
So
cassette tape of Queen's greatest hits in a cardboard box. Of
I
course.
also got a 20.
Oh my. Oh man. I don't know what they were thinking giving. I wouldn't have given Zelda those things.
Do I take the 7 and 13?
Yeah, you do. Guys, if you've not read Pandas, it is great. Okay, so let's point out a couple things at this point, just since we're going to need to know it. And I'm going to need to bring the music level down before I go insane. Just on my end. Okay, so here's a couple things to know. First off, our stats again: alacrity, chutzpah, ferociousness, rotundity. And we have all 4 of these stats are between 1 and 4 based on a d4 roll, where they just have to assign a die to that stat. Those are the number of dice they'll roll for all those actions. So if somebody rolled, say, a 4, like let's say Zelda did everywhere except 1 die, she's going to roll an abominable number of dice just for the heck of it. Whatever this short origin story comes up with is going to potentially give you additional dice. Now, every raccoon has 2 hands that they can articulate with, apparently, because you get 2 pieces of equipment. These could have been things like a balloon, a flame decal, a police siren, but we got... Alice, you got... Do you want to say it again?
Yeah, I got Queen's greatest hits on cassette, and I got a cardboard box.
Fantastic. Okay, Zelda?
I got a cough syrup that doesn't help coughs, but it is at least narcotic. And a grappling hook to perform sweet grapple tricks.
That's so great. And then Scrat, you got...
Some duct tape, which everyone knows can repair everything, including cars and anything else that duct tape can tape together. And I also got a fake ID, which I can use to buy booze, despite the fact that I'm 2 years old and a raccoon.
Oh my. Okay, so some of the things I would have liked to get if I was playing this game that we did not get: dog mask. Because that way you can pass yourself off as a dog driving a car. That's all I would have wanted right there. That's just great. Also, for the same reason, fake beard and glasses. Yeah, but the dog mask is really the best item on here, if you ask me.
I think I wanted the dog mask and the broom.
I will say, if I did get the cardboard box, I'd be changing my character to Solid Snake Raccoon. And fighting
If that didn't happen, I would be so disappointed. Oh man.
Solid
Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Bandit mask too, which they say is kind of redundant.
I love that one. That's the one that I would have chosen if I could have chosen.
Okay, so we have 2 sets of actions that are going to take place during this game. We have doing anything that is not driving a car, where you can roll these obscene handfuls of dice that you have, Shadowrun style, and hope that you get some. Some number of, you have to get, what, a 4 or more. That's it. So you have a 50-50 chance of getting anything. And then if you fail a dangerous action, something bad's going to happen, but you will never be seriously injured or die, because this is not that game. When you guys want to drive the car, you have 6 choices here, and you guys are all going to have to, we're going to have to do like a 1, 2, 3, and you're going to have to throw up your hands on the screen for whatever your number you're going to choose is. Because if you both choose the same thing, it will be awesome. So when they drive the car, there are going to be 3 raccoons in this car driving together, folks. And they have the choices of brake, turn left, turn right, use an item in some way, accelerate, or do something else. And they have to choose these actions in tandem. So that if we get Scrat picking choose or drive left and Alice picking turn right, they're going to do the same thing and go nowhere. And that is going to be fantastic. And that's really the only... Yeah, it's really the only reason to play this game is for that one action. So, and apparently I have to roll for speed. Okay, it's gonna be good. So, I hope we're ready for this craziness, because that's all we had to do to set up. Chat, if you guys have any great Vin Diesel parallel names that you want me to use, this is the time to tell them to me, otherwise I'm gonna come up with one on my own.
thing about street trash is street trash always wins.
I'm so ready for this.
That's great.
I just wanted 1-4 for rotundness. That's all I cared about. Driving the same car all at once.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
I think so.
Exterior scene behind a 7-Eleven, which is an American kind of grocery store. Not sure if you're familiar with it. 7-Eleven. Ventura, California, a wide stretch of 4-lane road open in the middle of the night ahead of you. The time, 10 p.m. You see the occasional headlight out in the distance as cars go about their merry way. This 7-Eleven brightly lit, illuminating on the side. They've got those floodlights that are coming down onto the dumpsters, which are thrown wide open, trash everywhere, cans and bottles on the ground, as you guys are having kind of like a raccoon party before you get in your car, which I'm going to say is a 1970-something Chevy Nova, and head for the illegal street race. I need somebody to give me a color for this car. What is the color, primary color, because it's all sorts of colors of this car?
I feel like it's silver.
I was gonna say beige.
Okay.
Oh, brown. No, like just brown.
All
Will
like
be true.
goldy bronze color.
Let's go with all of the above. The car was at one point a brown car. It has a silver left to rear quarter panel, and it has a tan like front hood. The hood itself is tan. Maybe it was fancy at one point. It sure is not now. This car is held together mostly with the duct tape that Nonium has somewhere on their person. So hopefully it'll stay together. Okay, a cool decal that is applied to this car is...
Oh boy.
Let's think no suspension.
Obvious. The headlights have a great big mask over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Like one of the,
I also think
we
there
call
should
them a
be
car.
a baby on board sign in the back.
What's that? What's in the back?
A baby on board sign.
Baby on board. Excellent. That's very good. That's what you want to take to a street race.
One of those little hula dancers that sits on the front, but it's actually Elvis.
Yes. Okay, Elvis is a little like jiggle
Yeah, the
thing on
little
the front dashboard. That's perfect. Okay, this is all very good. This is definitely the car. Does anybody have a license plate for this car? Like a cool vanity plate? This might be asking.
Can it be a UK number plate, or does it have to be a American style plate? Because I know puns for UK plates.
Yeah, do that.
I'll just put it in Zoom chat for you.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Oh no.
Not Zoom chat, sorry. Twitch chat. That is an actual
Okay.
UK plate.
Get to that. Yeah. I think the best part is you got no idea what the context of the license plate is. It's just a car that you managed to steal and are about to legally, like every good car. So this is your opportunity pre-race to psych yourselves up and get ready. So do you have any interactions here that you want to throw in? Right now, go ahead.
I found some fresh scrounged cookies.
Like, Ludwig is just eating a packet, like... There's not much in it, he's eating packet. Ludwig would like some cookies.
I bring you over. It's like an Oreo case, but it looks like a kid's probably had it, and there's no icing left in them. It's just the black crisps that hold the inside stuff.
Take them, sniff them, bite them. Ludwig likes this.
Well,
Ludwig
I'm so
only refers
glad.
to himself in third person.
I'm so glad you like my fresh baked scrounging.
There's no time! No time for cookies! We gotta get racing!
Well, there's always time for cookies.
Okay. Now, this is an important street race. that will be for your credit as a crew of trash pandas that have stolen a car against an experienced LA street driver. His street name is Nitro. Just so we're clear. Now, who is it that has beef with Nitro?
I think Ludwig would have beef with Nitro.
That's fine. So that we're clear, we know why this whole thing got started. All right. You're all in the car. It's driving down the Ventura Street. This is a Chevy Nova that has a tape deck. Are we playing Queen's Greatest Hits?
Yeah, like Ludwig, like he's sat like lounging in the back seat and he's like, okay, and leans forward and just slams in, presses it, and Don't Stop Me Now at full and cranks up the volume.
Can I throw in that the tape deck wasn't originally attached to the car, so we have a taped tape deck?
I don't see why we would possibly say no to that.
And it's on a taper.
Well, this is probably a car that had an 8-track player in it originally, so they probably did have to install this tape deck just for you, Ludwig.
It's kind of just in wires. It's not fully attached to the... Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good. So this car reaches a illegal street gathering outside of like some warehouses in Ventura, and you have 4 or 5 cars all lined up with their hoods flipped open, and they're revving their engines and showing off, and everybody's walking around. They're wearing like the leather vests and stuff like that, showing off these great rides they've got. And then there are 3 of you in front of this just dilapidated Chevy Nova. I think this is a great chance to get ahead of the competition by showing off how excellent your ride is. Or something like that.
Ah! What are we gonna do? We gotta impress everyone! Ah!
Well, honey, you just gotta hit the gas. You just hit the gas as hard as possible, and then let everyone else do the work. Everyone else can steer, right?
Ah! Okay, I'll get the gas! And Moni M is going to get in and rugby tackle the gas pedal.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. I think this is going to end up being a... I'm feeling like this is ferociousness. Does that sound right, or is that more fighting?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to put them in a thing, wasn't I? What were the skills again?
You've got Alacrity, which is moving quickly, whether running, climbing, or swimming. Chutzpah, which is carrying off schemes, ruses, lies, and disguises. Ferociousness, which is scratching, biting, and maiming. Pardon me. And Rotundity, which is remaining steadfast in adversity, thanks to your generous roundness. So whatever your D4s are, you got to put them in one of those.
Okay. Totally on top of this. And my D4s were... Oh, they weren't terrible. I'm going to put a 1 in Chutzpah. A 4 in Ferocity and 3 in everything else. The cat just fell off the windowsill.
Pushed it.
Okay, so...
I just watched where she was jingling the entire time.
Okay. What? How do I roll? What dice do we roll for?
So you punch this gas pedal, right?
Yeah, I'm just hitting it with everything.
You're trying to make a chutzpah roll. You have no origin story benefits here, do you? Anything in particular makes you really good at this? Kind of?
No, not a thing.
Okay, so you're gonna roll 1d6 and try to get more than 4. Perfect. That is exactly what should have happened with those dice. Okay, so the car gives a pathetic kind of like, and everyone looks at you disappointedly, as would be expected. I'm going to say that you guys have a couple minutes before this race starts if you guys are going to get into any sort of Trash Panda trouble. Otherwise, we'll get on the road.
Oh, question. Is this car a standard or an automatic?
This is not covered in the rules. Therefore, I don't know that it's really going to affect us. Let's say it's a standard because that's better.
Oh boy, you're going to have to hit the clutch and the gas.
It's okay, I'm on the clutch.
Now, to be fair, in these 6 options for driving, none of them mention clutching. So I'm going to imagine this car is going to do fine. What could possibly happen, right? But
can the people see in the car? Like, is it obvious that we're all chilling there as raccoons?
I'm going to say with that roll, yeah. It's pretty obvious so far, unless you guys want to roll something different. Now, there are 5 cars you guys are going to have to race for this race. So if there's anything you're going to do about it, underhandedly, because you are illegal street racers, this is the time.
Has anyone seen us as raccoons yet, or are they sort of okay with this?
I'm going to say, other than the fact that your car sounds terrible, no one is paying you any special mind.
Okay, that's fine then. Otherwise, I had a plan.
Yeah, because this is the time to do that. Otherwise, everything comes down to driving rolls, and there are no dice for driving.
Just in case, so I imagine the cardboard box that Ludwig has is like, it's got a brand on the front of like where it came straight out of the 7-Eleven. He picked it up on the way out, and they sell like pies or something like that. So they've got a chef's face on the side of the box, and he punches the eyes out and puts it on his head and just sort of looks at the competition.
It's a brand of those snack pies that you can buy inside of the 7-Eleven. Yes, it's an off-brand, something that's made, somewhere suspicious. It's great. It also, the chef has a big cardboard mustache that's kind of like curly puffy, like a cloud. Yeah, it's a very good disguise.
Just cut out the eye holes and just wearing it.
Like the Pringles dude? Is that what I'm seeing?
I'm imagining like the Pringles dude, something like that. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so you are stealthing along in your cardboard box. What's the mission here?
Just eyeing up the competition. Is there any way I can sabotage any of the engines whilst they're being...
I very much hope so. I hope that's what's coming up next.
Yeah, like he's just strolling along, like tail out, but he thinks he's absolutely fine because he's got a box on his head with someone else's face on it. He's literally going to be going around looking at the engines, sort of when no one's looking. He doesn't actually know a lot about engines, but if he's just gonna pull bits off of it.
Okay, sounds good.
Something in the
Hey,
engine.
Scrat, we've got our 10 retweets. So I'm going to propose that we have you guys randomly roll on the equipment table for one more potential piece of equipment. So, okay, can we do... I'm going to roll a D3, and Scrat's 1, Alice is 2, Zelda is 3. Okay, Alice, you got to roll a D20. I've never seen you so excited about an equipment list ever playing a game.
Police siren!
Oh my gosh.
Yes! So much yes. Oh.
Okay, well that is excellent. Thank you guys for retweeting so that we hit that goal, and Alice got a police siren. What could possibly go wrong there?
Queen police siren in a box. I'm so happy right now.
And then you still have, don't you have one other thing? Oh yeah, you have your queen tape. Did you leave your queen tape in the car?
That's still playing, and like if anything, I've ramped it up in an intimidating fashion.
Okay, what is the intimidating Queen song that's playing right now?
Killer Queen.
It's going to be Killer Queen, and as soon as we start the race, he's planned it so that it goes into I Want to Break Free.
This is very good. This is very good. I love all of this. Oh man. Okay, so as you're crawling along in your cardboard box, someone has for some reason left their novelty police siren on the ground, and you've scooped it up.
I just tuck it up under the box and keep going.
Sure. And now you've crawled over to the nearest car, which is a really nice looking Mustang with the top flipped up and everything's very chrome inside. And what is your approach here to sabotaging this car?
I'm either going to sabotage the brakes, or I'm just going to start pulling wires. I don't know what they are, but I'm going to start pulling wires. If the hood of the car's up, then he's probably just going to start either, if there's anything in there, he's going to just try and snap it off, or find a rock and just put it in. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay, I think this sounds like a chutzpah roll. Now, do you feel like your origin story as a mob boss gives you any sort of special benefit here?
I feel like I'm good at sabotage, as I put one of my 4 into scheming.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so whatever your dice are for your hotspot +1.
Okay, so 4 plus 1. So am I just rolling a straight up 1d5?
You're just rolling. Oh, well, so if you've got 5, then you're rolling 5d6, and you're trying to get 4s or more.
Oh, okay.
Oh my! Why are you so Alice?
Super
I'm really
Normally
about this.
I never roll well, like at all. This is, but as a raccoon, I got this.
Guys, Alice is secretly a crime raccoon.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you got 4 successes. There is something deeply wrong with this car that no one will know about it until it is too late.
And Ludwig is muttering to himself like, Ludwig is good at sabotage, and continues on to either the next car or we'll go back.
Yeah, I'm going to say you have time for 2 cars max. Is anybody else going to attempt to do anything to these other 4 racing cars?
I'm just casually going to update the picture over here, and we got a 500-bit donation from Mirror Shadows to make that Chevy awesome, so I thought I'd make the Chevy the focus on the overlay.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. You know what I will do is when we go for our being awesome for the car, I will roll 1 extra die for the speed when it comes up to that. That is a good thing.
It'll help, but if I go over to another car without being seen, I'm gonna roll with all my rotundness. And I have this wonderful bottle of cough syrup, and I mean, maybe someone needs a top up in their tank.
I think this is great. I don't think you're going to be able to apply rotundness for that, because I do think you're going to have to use
it was just for the mental picture of just rolling across the ground.
You know when raccoons tuck and roll and they just do that thing that cute.
Oh my, that car is so good. Oh my. I feel so bad for you guys immediately now. Wow. Oh, why did I agree to burn this game?
I'm so proud.
That is exactly the car I was picturing, to be frank. Oh, wow. Oh, guys, appreciate the overlay. It is fantastic. Oh, man. Okay.
Lovely.
So, where are we at here, Tootsie? You're going to be making a roll to see if you can sneak some cough syrup into a gas tank.
Absolutely.
Does anybody in chat know if cars like cough syrup? I think they may like cough syrup. I think this roll is going to tell us if they like cough syrup. So you've got your and then
Sorry.
Do you have any special skills that are applying to this? Does your backstory reflect being good at putting cough syrup in a gas tank?
I am a scrounger of cookies and a nibbler of old sweaters into new sweaters.
I'm going to say no.
I don't think so. Into newer raccoon-sized sweaters.
That comes up. I mean, you're going to get all the dice for that.
Are you wearing a sweater?
I'm probably wearing a raccoon-sized sweater.
What is the pattern? Let's stop and do the important stuff. What kind of sweater are we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh no, I feel like it's almost like an out-of-season Christmas sweater because it's been tossed for the
I
season.
really want that to be the answer. Okay, snowflakes or reindeer?
Oh, reindeer, of course.
Oh, yes, excellent. This is the exact mental picture I had when you started saying sweater. Okay, and Potato has confirmed that it is not good to put cough syrup into a gas tank. So I think we're covered for this. So we just need to roll chutzpah.
Okay, I am rolling how many dice?
Whatever the number is that you put in your chutzpah. For you, it's probably...
It is 4. Because I had good rolls. That's 4d6.
Oh, you only got 1 hit. Well, I have news for you. You got the cough syrup in the gas tank, but the person who is driving this car, whose name is Bubba, you don't need to know that, but it is important to me that his name is Bubba, has noticed that there is a raccoon wearing a sweater touching the car. His response is, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" And he is running at you now, and kind of like there is some like up and down motion to his body as he comes towards you as fast as he can, and you're going to need to get out of there in some way.
Does he have a broom?
That's a really good question. He does not have a broom. He has a Slurpee, but he is probably going to try to kick you with his big driving a car boot.
Okay. He didn't have a broom, so it's not as scary as I imagined. But
That's right.
I turn back to
I
Don't
am
Stop
gonna try and get out of
as I
there.
see this happen.
Okay, so your role here is an alacrity roll to see if you can avoid being kicked by a guy who is running at you.
That's so bad.
Well, we're back to normal. So there's that. I got to tell you, you're going to get kicked. The downside of getting kicked is, in this case, when you get kicked, you land in a puddle of oil and you are losing your sweater. It is ruined. I
How
know.
dare he?
I'm not pulling punches here, guys. This is a real game.
He's a despicable man.
Yep. You have the dark black of old motor oil all over your very nice reindeer print sweater. And also you pulled a big stitch. It's definitely coming apart.
Well, there's always more back at the dumpsters. It's such a shame.
It is a shame. The good news is you're a trash panda, so they immediately forgot about you once they had kicked you.
Oh, that's wonderful. They
Can,
forgot about a trash panda wearing a sweater.
can I see this? Can I see this travesty?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would like to go and bite them. I just want to take a chunk out of their leg.
Yeah, we know how this goes. That's definitely going to be a ferociousness roll.
Yeah, and I think as a trash panda that's grown up on the street imitating rappers, I would be used to gang fights. So I feel I should get an extra die.
Yeah, feel free to take that extra die. I'm on board with that. I think that biting humans who have wronged you is something that you know well. And yeah, you got to get 2 successes to get past that big, thick leather boot. That is 2 successes. You have successfully bitten Bubba. Between being bitten and having cough syrup poured in his gas tank, he's probably not going to be in today's race. He is probably going to be trying to find out if raccoons have rabies and running all over the place being upset. He makes a sound like, "Horror!" And he hops in a circle holding his leg for a while. Or remaining race cars besides yourselves. We have enough time for anybody to take 1 more action each.
I think Ludwig again is going to go and try and sabotage something. As he goes, he's sort of got the box on his head, and if you walk past him, you can hear him humming Killer Queen with it as they go past. And he just goes up to another car.
Alice, I know you're unstoppable in this game, but should you fail, I want to point out your police siren is going to go off, because it will be great if it happens.
Oh no. Okay, right, so if I'm doing the same thing again, I'm assuming same roll.
I think that sounds very appropriate. That's a ton of dice, yep.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's rather good. 3 successes is really good. Okay, so there is another car where some part of the wiring harness has been removed, which will probably be bad for this car at some future point. So 3 of these cars are not going to be going anywhere.
I will be going through their cassettes as well, just to see what they have. Ludwig likes music, just to see what there is.
Well, you know, in the equipment list for this game, it does only list 1 cassette. So unfortunately, this car is modern and does not use cassettes.
Yeah, like going through the CDs, just chucking them out of the car. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, sorry about that. Nothing that'll fit inside your player. Okay. Tootsie and Money M. Who wants to do something? Money M.
I think I'm all out of bad things, but I mean, unless there's something I could possibly tie a grappling hook to, and then maybe hook that grappling hook up to a bumper of some sort.
Yeah, that is definitely something you can do. You can always tie a grappling hook to something.
I am absolutely going to go to the next car. I'm going to slink underneath the cars and hook up a nice grappling hook to, something that they need. Maybe, just like a bumper or something, just to hold them back. Maybe ruin their start. And tie that
Okay.
to whatever railing or whatever is behind it.
So if you get one success, we're going to say, yes, you did tie it to the bumper. If you get multiple successes, we're going to say that you don't actually know what a bumper on a car is, but you tied it to something important.
So, chutzpah?
Yeah.
Chutzpah. Dice, there they are.
Yeah.
That is no successes.
Well, we're back to normal. Okay.
Four dice. Four
Pro
dice.
side, universe balance restored, so that's good. Downside, your grappling hook, your paws are oily. Your crochet knots are not holding. This grappling hook, I'm going to say you still, the mean thing to do would be to take it away from you. But I already put your sweater. It's like, I've taken everything you have except for
Everything my little hands can hold.
Yep. They're in trouble, must be rescued or helped out by their friends. I guess what we're gonna go with is, if you want to keep this grappling hook, you're gonna have to get an assist from somebody. Maybe Ludwig can see you from where they are crawling by in their cardboard box. I don't know.
Yeah, Ludwig sort of sees this, stops throwing CDs out the car, jumps out of the car, sort of readjusts his box and strolls over.
Maybe an alacrity roll to help coil up this rope for this grappling hook that is now badly knotted like a crocheted blanket or something like that, back and forth.
Oh, that is my worst thing, but yes.
Perfect. Yes.
So, oh no, I have a 3 in it actually.
That probably is your worst thing. So.
Yeah. No, I have a 2.
Oh.
There we go.
This is Alice's true form.
Walks over like, Ludwig will help you. I will never roll this good in a game again. It just happens to be when I'm a raccoon, I do well.
You roll all D6 based games. Lady
This
Blackbird.
became so much more funny because the national anthem of the USSR came on as soon as you rolled up to me.
That's so true. Ludwig will help you, then we go start the race.
Well, thank you, dearie.
Which car looks the best, Hans?
Oh, the best car is Nitro's car. I don't know if you're going to be able to do anything to Nitro's car.
I want to go and chew the tires.
Nitro's car is going to have the hardest difficulties of all.
I'm ready.
That thing's like a tank.
I'm ready. I want
Okay.
to go and chew the tires.
So you're going to ferociously chew these tires on this car.
Yes.
Let's do this.
I don't think I've ever done this before, so it would just be a straight ferocity.
Straight ferocity. I'm planning on this being 3 successes, just so we're clear. This is the big player.
Oh,
Close. So close. Okay. When you fail a dangerous action, you're in trouble and must be rescued or helped out by your friends. Nitro has seen a raccoon before. He knows they have no place to track. And as they turn around, they're wearing like a black leather vest. And they flip it down like this and they go, "Hey, is that a raccoon?" They reach for a Corona, which is over to their side, and they're going to throw it right at you. So you have a end over end beer bottle going towards your head here that you're going to have to roll. I will let you choose if you want to run off or if you want to be rotund and stand fast as you get hit with this beer bottle.
I was expecting a crazy one-liner.
I know I don't have that. I thought about it. I was,
raccoon?
okay, raccoon. I know, guys.
Raccoon.
I want to dodge the thing. I'm gonna use my alacrity.
Okay, Okay, you got to get 2.
I feel like I've had things thrown at me before.
Yes, that's true. Oh, you're out of there. You run. You're safe.
I don't know what bits do in this game, but Mirror Shadows has sent us 400 bits because Trash Panda needs help. Thank you.
Okay, first off, Mirror Shadows, you're right. They do need help. Second, thank you. Okay, what I've been putting aside on this is when we get donations, we're going to do extras on the speed rolls, because the worst thing that can happen in this game is that something happens to your car. So during this race, you guys have additional speed dice.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not good at actually selecting the text box, so I put it in now. So we're going to say you guys have 2 speed rerolls, effectively.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Mirror of Shadows has got you guys covered. Okay, it is time for the race. Now, all of these cars are trying to get to the starting line. One of them sounds really bad, like a lawnmower that's got some water in it or something like that, where it's going like pop, 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 pop. And that one's got some cough syrup in its tank. One of them didn't get off the starting line, and that person is still just standing there, throwing their hands in the air, looking really upset. The one that you thought was going to be the problem, they did get to the starting line. And so who knows what exactly is wrong with that car. But we have 3 sabotage cars, 2 that are totally fine, and the Crash Pandas.
Whatever our car is. I don't know if it's fine or...
I guarantee you it is not, but you may make it through this race. So it's you and 4 cars in this race. Now, let's scroll down to where we have our driving section. Some things you need to remember here are, there are 4 cars. Now, I'm not actually going to sketch out this whole thing as they suggest, but what I am going to do is make sure that I know there are 4 cars. We're going to label car 1 Bubba, because we already had that from something. Do you guys have any particularly fun driver names that you want? Because we've got Nitro. We can use 2 more driver names here.
We've already got... I feel like there should be a Raphael. I feel like every video game I've ever played, there was a Raphael.
And I'd like one... We gotta get at least one that sounds feminine here. I think that's just fair. Absolute minimum representation.
Yeah, totally. Hey, are you saying Tootsie and Tootsie isn't good enough?
We need at least one of these racers that we are racing against to be female.
Totally. Penelope. Possibly Pit Stop.
Penelope.
I was gonna say Din Beazle.
Okay, what are we going with?
I'm good with either.
Okay, Alice, you're the tiebreaker.
What?
I do make actually. Never mind.
Din Beazle. Let's go with that.
All right.
Because we are playing. Yeah.
I'm good with that.
It is Fast and Furious.
It is. Okay, we've got 4 racers and you all. I'm just gonna write the Crash Pandas here.
Like Ludwig, as he sort of like sat in probably not the driver's seat, but more the passenger seat with his box on his head. He's gonna look over at the other cars, just sort of loll his head over, do that sort of watching you to one of the closest drivers, even though it's a box. And
you're maintaining the box on your head the whole time?
I am maintaining the box on my head the entire time as I stare them down, and I'm going to play, like, change over the music to I Want It All.
Yeah, I think this is all great. Now, the good news is that I can keep track of boxes pretty easily here on Roll20, so I've just written everybody in a straight line, and we're just going to position people up and down depending on what happens, because I have no idea how else to do this. Oh man, Roxanne would have been good. We should use Roxanne. Oh well. Yeah, I know, seriously. Okay, so here's how this is going. As a reminder, we have all of these cars in this first lap. We're just going to accelerate, or whatever else is going to happen. We got to get it off the starting line.
Can I interject? Can I interject, please? Can one of the race starting people be called Roxanne? Can she be in control of the red light? And can we go and request that she joins us and tell her she doesn't have to put up the red light tonight, please?
Yes, please go ahead and roll. Let's spot us how that goes. So we know that basically we're at the very start of this. I know, I'm sorry. I'm like the worst. I didn't go with it at all. So when we start this off, everybody's going to have to pick a driving action. You guys are going to have to just come up with your things. On like a 3, 2, 1, you're going to have to throw up your number between 1 and 6. 1 is braking, which is going to reduce speed, which right now is a very bad choice because you have 0 speed. 2 is turning left. 3 is turning right. 4 is doing something with one of your items. 5 is accelerating because we're going at 0 speed right now. 6 is doing something else, which does not involve any of those other things. So you guys are going to have to pick one of those things and throw up your hands, and then we're going to start this race. And Yep. And all the cars are starting at speed 0. I'm going to get a die roll for these guys, and then you guys can roll dice for your car. So, is everybody ready? Let's find out how the Crash Pandas start this race. Okay, Zell, you ready? You're going to need your hands. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. The good news is not everybody picked the same thing. So, Zelda, you know you chose to turn right, yes? Okay. So that's good. So Tootsie abruptly pulls the steering wheel to the right, and Ludwig mashes on the gas pedal. And Scrat, you got 4?
Yes!
What exactly are you going to do?
I'm going to take my duct tape and I want to tape it to the inside of the window. And then wrap...
Okay.
And then... No. Just tape it to the inside of the window. Does our car have windows?
Yeah, the car has windows, I'm sure. That's got to be a thing.
Okay.
I mean, this picture looks like it has windows, so I think we're good. Now, you have, between the 3 of you, 12 appendages, and all of the other racers only have 4. So they're able to do just 1 action each. They're all going to apply a speed of 1. So everybody stays neck and neck during this first race, this first part. I'm going to roll dice to see how many of these people had anything bad happen to their car. So, you know what? In fact, is there any reason I would do this? I don't think there's any reason to roll dice for these people. We're just not going to do that. What we are going to do is have you guys roll dice for yourselves, but I would like to point out, too, you are in the center of the pack, and you just chose to turn right.
I mean, Tootsie's not above playing a hardball game and knocking some people off the road.
Yep. So if a car makes contact with another item, they take damage equal to half their speed. I'm going to say we're rounding down, so we have to take damage. Otherwise, this is going to take forever. When we get to 10 damage, the car will explode, and the game will be done. Actually, it says here, I'm sorry, it says it can't start again until you fix it, or find some other way to win the race. That's much better. It doesn't have to explode. Okay, so we are at car damage 1. But I'm going to take the car that is next to you on your right, which I chose to be Din. So Din is now back 1 square from you. You have clipped her car and knocked her off the race course slightly. So she's kind of pinned. You've passed her. And then everybody else is staying neck and neck. And I need one of you, I think it's going to be Alice because she picked Accelerate. You have to roll a d6 because your speed is now at 1. And if you roll a 1, you will take a damage for the car. If you get a 4, you will be able to do something cool.
Oh no!
Awesome. So when you hit that gas, you went even harder into Din's car. So your car has hit hard, and you've kind of buckled near the front wheel. So the wheel well is rattling and shaking, and there's some extra damage to the car there. That is perfect. So you've clipped 1 car. You've got 3 others that are neck and neck with you. You are racing down this stretch of highway. You know what? It's not even a highway. This is going to be one of those water canals that never gets used in LA because it never rains. You guys are driving into an underpass, and it's going to be fantastic. So good. Okay. But we crash and don't stop me. Okay, now you got no successes, so you got nothing that you could do with that speed. So we're going to go into round 2 of picking driving actions. By the way, Moniam, do you think anything happened with that duct tape being on the window?
No, it's just on the window.
Okay, cool. That's how we play this game, guys. It's great. Okay, 1 to 6. Get ready. Get set. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Okay, that's good. Yeah, all excellent choices. Let's start at the top with Scrat this time. Scrat, what are you doing?
Winding down the window!
Is it the same window that has duct tape on it?
Yeah! So
This is a slow...
So I put the duct tape just on, like, the bit of dash just inside the window. And then I'm winding down the window.
This is going to go somewhere, I can tell. Okay. Alice, did you turn left? Is that what you chose?
Yeah, like, Ludwig sort of panicked and just reached up from where the accelerator is and just swung on the wheel.
You guys are now back on course, going straight down this racing canal. That's great. And Zell, what did you have? 4. What item are you using now?
Oh, I meant to accelerate. That's 5. Sorry, I totally got...
Okay. I feel like if I was really a mean raccoon master, I would tell you something bad happened there, but we're going to accelerate because that means something bad will happen. So that's also good. So our car speed is now at 2. We are now no longer crashing into anybody. And we need to roll for damage. Now, if our speed is 2, that means you have to roll 2 dice here, Zoe. Every 1 is a damage to your car. Every 4 or more, something cool happens.
Oh no. I'm not good at rolling these dice.
Yes, you are.
Well, hey, you got 1.
I got 1.
If you can look at the speed menu, you have 4 things you can do. Streak ahead of your rivals, run chumps off the road, do cool tricks, find or create a better route. This is collective, so you guys are supposed to be able to talk about this.
We've already run chumps off the road once.
Yep.
But
They're
like
just
it.
really, like, a
Cool
little bit
tricks.
behind.
Let's get close to Jin's car! No, not Jin, the other one! Nitro! Anyone who's to our left!
You're like Tweak off of South Park.
Oh god.
Let's just get close to someone! Ah!
Why are you inaudible every Friday evening game?
It's the end of the week. He's tired. It's worth it.
It's okay.
Okay, so right now we're going for run chumps off the road. Is that what we want? We're trying to like clip Nitro, make their life worse.
I feel like that is.
The other thing we can do is streak ahead and try and get him from the front.
You guys could
Stomp on
move
the
1 square ahead of everyone. That is something you could do. What do you guys want?
I'm just providing ideas.
I mean,
Yeah.
Ludwig doesn't really see much. Like, he's hanging on the bottom of the steering wheel, and you can just hear him go, Ludwig goes left, and just sort of, like, swings the wheel round.
Okay, well, we know that Tootsie's got a good rotundity, right? So maybe just the amount of pressure you're putting on this gas pedal, you're just going forward. Let's just move you all forward 1.
Gonna streak ahead.
Yeah, you guys are streaking ahead. You are now 1 farther ahead. So you've got a good lead on everybody else in this race. As you start to pull by, let's say that we get Money M, you get a little bit of a side eye from Nitro as they're like, just jamming these gears, trying to get ahead of you, push on the gas. They look upset. They're not going to get beat by no trash panda. Okay, we move on. We are getting to the narrower part of this canal. There's no way all of these cars are going to fit through it at the same time. You've already got 2 people who are a little bit back, so if this goes just right, everything's going to be fine. But you do have to pick how you're going to tackle this. As the Crash Pandas, as Bubba, as Nitro, as Raphael, as Din in the back, all start to narrow in to go through this long concrete canal. I imagine that Hildy's scene with Alice right now is like a version of what happened with Money M and Bubba a second ago.
Probably legit, yeah.
Okay. So we know that you're about to go through this canal, and it is narrow. So the question is, what will you all do with your driving checks this time as you try to get through? Okay, you guys get ready?
Oh, hang on.
Yep, it would be good to look at the list so you know what your options are.
Oh, I can't remember.
Hildy, I swear, Hildy, you are in so much trouble.
You're ready. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. We've got everybody doing something. Okay, so let's start with Alice this time. Alice, you're going speed. That's good. We're going to go faster.
Yeah, if
That may be
anything,
helpful.
Ludwig falls off the steering wheel onto the accelerator.
Perfect. So there were 2 pandas there a second ago. Okay. Zell, what are you going to do with your item?
Oh god, I just want to... Am I close to a car? I'm guessing this is like a 30-foot grapple.
You are going to be so close to these cars now because everybody's getting in really close.
Can I try and throw the grapple into the wheels of one of the cars and see if I can get it to like run over the spiky parts of it?
Yeah, of course you can do that. That's a perfect idea. That's going to be an alacrity roll to see if you can manage to aim this just right.
this is.
Potato has the best clips ever.
I rolled it in the wrong chat. I have Mortal Fear still open. I should probably just close that.
Might be a good idea.
Okay.
Oh my. Well, you got one.
We got one.
That grappling is gone. As you're like holding the rope, but your paws are still all oily. It just goes right through your paws and. Okay, so we're gonna say the car that slowed down is Raphael. Raphael is now dropped back a space as they are trying to avoid this grappling hook that is getting caught up on their axle. Okay, and Scrat, what you got?
Is there a car close to us?
Yeah, you've got Nitro and you've got Bubba that are still keeping up with you.
Which one is it more likely I'll be able to jump onto?
Well, I would have said Nitro a second ago, but now it's going to be Bubba.
Bubba it is! I'd like to jump across onto Bubba's car with my tape attached to me so it's unreeling like a...
Yes, okay. That's an alacrity roll. That's perfect. Okay, so you're going to roll alacrity, and do you think there's any reason you have a particular skill in this?
No. No.
Okay, I'm glad to hear. That's perfect. Oh, but 2 hits is good. You have landed on the windshield. Is that what you're shooting for? Is windshield?
Yeah!
I imagine it's a flying squirrel thing, right? Yeah. But with a raccoon covered in duct tape. Yeah, great. You're there. What's next?
I'm going to start putting duct tape all over the windscreen.
Okay. Say next round?
Yeah. I was thinking next round, but you said what's next. Okay, that's what's next.
That's great. So you are there. Out of all of the racers, everybody's either farther back than you or obscured with a raccoon on their windshield. So let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to do for our speed here. Our speed right now is 3. And Ludwig took our last speed action, so Ludwig, you need to roll 3d6 to see what bad things happen to your car. I mean good things.
3d6, you said?
Yep. Every time the speed goes up, the dice go up. Okay, so it's all good stuff. So you can streak ahead, run chumps off the road, do cool tricks, find or create a better route.
I feel like when I say do a trick, I'm thinking swerve towards the car that Trash Panda is on to get close, like right up against it, because I also want to see what's in their car.
Okay. I feel like we could call that, yeah, so you're like right there, like you've got the thing where your mirror is next to their mirror and they're like touching for a second, and then your mirror just blasts theirs right off their car, and the doors are scraping against one another, and you can hear that like of metal as it like hits and abrades. Yeah, very good. You're so close. What's next? I feel like you've got a little more juice in the tank there.
I think... I don't know. What do we think? Trash and Tootsie, what do we think?
Well, I don't have any things left to throw at them or sabotage. Do I have the oil-stained breaking down sweater still on?
You guys were supposed to get one more cool thing out of that roll, so if you want to use it for that, sure.
Can I... Oh. I want to try and, like, squeeze it out like oil slick behind out the window.
Okay, I'm going to say you've got it, and if you want to use your action next round, you can totally do that.
Wonderful.
Okay, cool. Now, I totally messed up because I said earlier we would use like the good stuff donations as rerolls for speed. I did not do that at all. So I want you guys to know you have 2 banked rerolls for your team. We're just going to say you guys can pick to reroll dice. Okay. That sounds so much better because then I don't have to keep track of it. We're moving on to the next round. I know you guys kind of have actions in the works, so we've got to go ahead and see what you guys can do. And okay, so Stallfire Wolf is asking if there are any rules for the race. Like, are we talking about rules for this illegal street race? Yeah, street rules is right. The rule is don't lose.
Or die.
I mean, Yeah, I guess losing is a subset of dying, or dying is a subset of losing, right? So yeah. The street always. Okay, Billy, you're in charge of the rules for this competition from now on.
Zelda's too street for this. Like,
You just tell me what the rules are, and I'll just go with it. Okay.
yeah.
Oh man, and Scrat keeps getting better and better images.
What? There's another one? Oh my
We're going through a tunnel now.
There's never been a more dynamic overlay than this game. I really love it. Okay, so everything is going fantastic for you all. You guys are gonna have to throw up a number and see what you guys can do. Get ready, get set. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Oh, I just realized that we were supposed to go from low to high. That's news. Okay, so we've got a 6 and a 4 and a 5. So Scrat, you're going first. You're using an item. What is that item?
It's my duct tape. I'm covering the windscreen in duct tape.
That's happening. That's good.
Oh!
Okay.
How am I gonna get back?
I've slammed the car up against the other one.
Right, you guys aren't touching cars at this point.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's there. Okay, so number 5 was that you, Atlas? Did you throw a 5?
6.
6. Okay, and who threw a 5? Was that you, Zelda? So you guys were touching, but now you're gonna accelerate.
Oh, this does not bode well.
Oh, you just
for
ruined
Ludwig's
it. I love it. That's so good. That's how this game is supposed to work. So I can just mention, you got the duct tape all over this windscreen. You turn and look, and you can see right there, Tootsie is like slamming this gas pedal. You just pull one full car length ahead of you. It's fantastic.
We can get in front, and then he can climb on the back.
Go. So what's Ludwig's action here?
Ludwig wanted to rob this man. He was trying to climb in the back window of the car whilst just moving to see what he had in there.
Go ahead and make an alacrity roll.
Gosh.
You're going to be the only panda in this car in a second here, Tootsie. Everyone's abandoning you.
Honey, I can't hit the gas and hit the steering wheel at the same time.
It's so good.
I'm trying to think, does my background contribute to this at all?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Take all the dice you want.
Oh. I don't know what I did.
You made Roll20 do maths. That's what you did. Now look what you've gone and done. Roll20's doing maths.
Nice, nice. Yeah, the sad thing is there's some game somewhere that requires that number. That's sad. Okay, so you've got 3 hits here. So you have definitely gotten into the back of this man's car. This is Bubba. Bubba's car has an enormous sound system in the back here. Yeah, there's got to be some other cool stuff. Come on, guys. If somebody's named Bubba, what do they have in the backseat of their car? Especially at a legal street race. I'm going to say there's a full bottle of Jim Beam.
I'm Ludwig. Ludwig's like, Ludwig will have this, and then he starts pulling up the sound system.
Yeah, you only get 2 hands, so you got to tell me what you're taking here. And if Chad
I'm
has any...
putting the bottle in my box, like, with my son.
Okay, so you're wearing this box, which has apparently become some sort of bag of holding for all of the things that you steal. It's already got a fire in there, and now you've stuck a bottle of Jim Beam.
I've now put the siren on top of the box.
Can we talk to Avery, like Matt Bat, and get her to take make a picture of this? Because this is ridiculous. I'm imagining this is like the equivalent of the American beer hat, where you've got a Jim Beam bottle and a police siren and a box on.
Yeah, like, I'm taking some of the duct tape off the window that was like on the window, and I'm just like duct taping the bottle to the box. I've got the siren plugged on top, and I'm trying to pull this sound system.
Sure, yeah. Why don't you go ahead and make a rotundity roll to see if you can carry a sound system out of this car?
Oh no, this I know I can't do. Now, I'm good at thieving.
Okay, sure.
But I'm on a 2 on that, so it would be 3d6. I want the sound system.
Oh my gosh.
Sound system.
This is Alice's spirit game. Okay, so you got it. You are carrying an entire sound system. Bubba notices at some point that the smooth sounds of Keith Urban cut out as you've removed the entire sound system. Jump out the window holding it.
Yeah, I do that sort of, because we're sort of fairly close to the car, I'm shoving the sound system through the open window, and when you hold on to the side, and I won't let my feet go until...
I gotta say, I think you've gotten the sound system on the roof. but we did canonically say a second ago that this car has pulled a full length ahead of you. So I think we got on the front of this car, Moni M, just like frantically trying to redo the tape job you just ruined. And then on top of the car, we've got Ludwig holding this enormous set of speakers.
I'd like to hold it up like that, like they do with the boom box.
Yes.
Can I clarify
John,
something as well?
Of course.
Was it Bubba's car that had the grappling hook attached to it?
We tried that, yeah.
Noted.
I think we tried it. Or was it Raphael? I have no idea at this point, to be frank. All these people have
it was
blown into the
Raphael,
in my
I
mind.
believe.
It was
I feel
Raphael.
Raphael.
I'm going to make a note here that Raphael has a grappling hook.
But I am standing on top of this car with the sound system blaring. I think the siren's probably going off now. But I've somehow made Queen play with We Are the Champions. Just on the top.
Yeah. Things are good. So, with all of this madness going on, Zelda has to roll 4 dice for your speed now. And every one is going to be a damage to your car. And every 6 or more will be something amazing. 4 or more. 4 or more will be something amazing.
How many 6 am I rolling? 4?
You're 4 dice here. Okay, you only took 1 damage, unless you want to re-roll that, because I did say you guys are going to have 2 re-rolls here.
Oh god, placing a reroll in my hands?
I know, you could just leave it and just let the re-rolls wait till the end.
Just one die or the whole thing?
You get to re-roll 1 die. You guys are phenomenal in this game.
I won't get a 1 twice, right? If I reroll the 1?
Statistically, yes, you will.
They're very slim.
I have played games with you. It's going to be a 1.
You're probably right.
Just go for it, though. Why not?
It is absolutely a 1!
Okay, I'm sorry I cursed you, but it was going to be a 1.
I've been cursed. We should really just leave Alice to all these rerolls. Doesn't need
You
them.
have to stop visiting Indian or like Native American graveyards in the middle of the night or something, because it's not good.
I really gotta stop doing like voodoo magic in my backyard or
Yeah. Okay. I don't think you can sage roll 20, so that's not gonna help. Okay.
Yeah, I closed roll 20 by accident.
Yeah. Good stuff. So everything has happened. Now, in addition to that 1, you did get 1 success, so you could do something cool with the speed on this car. Streaking ahead of rivals, running chumps off the road, doing cool tricks, finding or creating a better route. Many of those involve you leaving your companions behind too, so that's also kind of interesting.
Can I do a sweet trick like turning slightly left? Is that a sweet trick? Can I
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
hey.
if you were
can I,
like,
like power skid?
Turning
front of someone?
slightly left is a very famous skilled evasion maneuver. It first made an appearance in A New Hope.
Thank you.
When Han started drifting lazily to the left and avoided the Death Star. It's a thing, you know?
hey, as long as you call it drifting, it is a cool driving move. We can totally do this.
Wonderful.
Oh my gosh, and Renee's got to watch us do this.
Oh, Renee, I've just
Renee's just come in, and Renee has a reroll to give. Thanks, Tater, for gifting a sub to Renee. That's a 65th gift sub.
I feel like we need to describe to Renee now what the situation currently looks like.
Why don't you recap for us, Alice? Why don't you give us a recap, huh?
Yeah.
So hang on. So Scrat's character Trash Panda, by the way, we're raccoons. Trash Panda is on the front of one of our rivals' vehicles, just duct taping the front of the windscreen. I think Tootsie is full, like maybe. Can you see through, like, over the dashboard?
If I'm hitting the gas, I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. Like, so Tootsie has like almost her whole self like slammed on the gas, and she's just winging it with the steering wheel. My character Ludwig, my Russian raccoon, has just stolen a sound system and a bottle of whiskey, if I remember correctly, and is now currently stood on the roof of the car, holding the sound system above his head, blaring Queen. now playing a crazy little thing called love. And that is the scene right now. And has the car passed, like, when you're swerving left?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're getting in front of people.
Yeah. She's a full car length ahead of you at this point. So let's go through real quick and remind everybody of our excellent Trash Panda names. So Scrat, your Trash Panda name is?
Trash Panda Moni M.
And Alice.
I am Ludwig Bandito.
And Zelda.
I'm Tootsie.
So this is what happens when you leave these guys with nothing to do for 10 minutes. This is what happens. Okay. So right now, you have been screaming through this underpass into this tunnel. You are getting out to the other side. Nitro is somewhere behind Bubba. Bubba is right behind you with 2 Trash Pandas on his car. Let's not forget Ludwig is on top of the car holding the sound system, a bottle of Jim Beam duct taped to their head, and, along with
wearing a box. I forgot to say.
And a box, which has a cartoon chef on the side with the eyes poked out. There's a lot going on Ludwig. But all this is happening on the car directly behind the car that Zelda has just like swerved, gently drifted in front, despite not looking at the road. It was amazing. Frankly, the best driving ever. And then behind that, Nitro, Din, Raphael, all screaming ahead of one another, passing one another in frantic, excellent driving action, trying to get to where you are. And you're about to exit this tunnel. So before that happens, let's get our final what are you going to do in this car roll of this segment. So we got to go 1 to 6. We're going to throw up hands on 3. 1. Oh, we did the other way. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I don't know how that's going to work, Alice. This is going to be great.
I'm on the car. Can I help?
You're on top of Bubba's car. That's fine. You're going to have to make some sort of roll to make all this happen. It's going to be great. So we had a 1 from Zelda. Okay, Zelda.
Throwing on a brake to see. Actually, I can't see very much. Can I jump up and take a quick look at the rear and the front to see what's going on?
Sure, but there's no way it's a roll involved. You managed to get a look at what's going on through some sort of great raccoon peripheral vision, and you're hitting this brake.
And I'm going to hit the brake and see if I can get the back of my car close enough to the front of the car behind me with my team, my expert team of racers on it.
Yep, good news, you do that. Bad news, it's not finessed. You hear this clunk as your car hits their car, and it's like a little bit of a shake since you're barely holding onto the steering wheel, but yeah, you're there. Okay, do we have anything before 5?
I think it was a 5 and a 6 were the other 2.
Okay, so Alice, I think, has a 5.
Yeah.
So you're going. Was that the right number?
Yeah, no, it was the right number. I was like, I'm on the roof.
I think you need to make, so you can run straight forward into this car and throw all this stuff in the back, and you're going to need to make an alacrity roll to do it.
Okay.
Now, in the successes here, you will keep all your stuff. In the failures, stuff will fall onto the road.
No, not my sound system.
Yeah, all your delicious flag is going to fall on the road.
Box.
First is going to be the sound system, and then as we go from there, you will lose stuff. Okay, you done good. You got most of the sound system in the car. You have 1 of 2 of these giant subwoofer speakers and like the center unit, and you have your bottle of Jim Beam and your police siren, and you are now in the car, and you land straight on the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's more of falling in the car, sort of swing down through the window and crash onto it more than anything.
So good, so good. And yep, that's definitely what downtown LA looks like, Scrat. That's a perfect overlay picture. We're just
Thank you. Yeah, we came out of a tunnel, so I've played video games. I know that means we're in a completely different place now.
It's the raccoon in the top right-hand corner. I took me ages to notice.
I gotta say, I didn't catch it at first either, and it's great. I like also how he's aligned that like a live dot right over the eye. It's like a cyber raccoon. Okay, so Scrat, you're doing something else, and what is that?
During the shenanigans that my party members are doing, I want to take firmly hold of the piece of tape which I tied to the window, so that when we brake and shunt, I go flying off the car in front of our car, and then try and manipulate my way. I'm gonna be like trying to climb the fucking tape all the way to get back in the window as I'm flying.
Well, you used an item, so you're there. I don't think that it requires a roll at all. That's the last of your duct tape. It is gone, but you are in the car. It's good. Now you guys pretty much just have the things that are taped to Ludwig. Everything else is like lost at this point, I think. Does anybody have any other items?
I have a fake ID.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can still use that.
Just like multipass as you go past things.
Yeah. So here's where our story takes a turn, because you've come blasting out of this tunnel and you were expecting to continue your illegal street race, but you see the bright blue and red lights of four police cars as they are driving at an intercept course with you. This is a definite obstacle you are about to hit, but before we do that, we have to resolve the speed of your car to see what kind of damage you're going to take here. So we went down a speed and up a speed, so we're even again. We're at speed 4. Alice, you've got to roll. Everyone is damaged. Every 4 or more, something cool happens.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about this cool thing you're going to do as you are becoming aware of these police cars. Streak ahead, run chumps off the road, do cool tricks, or find a better route.
I don't know if this is cool tricks or whatever it is, or if I have to do it in another action. I would like to take the police siren off my head, lean out the window, and put it on the top of our car. So we look like a police siren.
I think that's very doable under cool tricks. I think flying stealth is going to be there. So you get the police siren up there and you turn it on. You hear this like child sound going like, wow, whoa. It's really more of like a cat sound almost at this point because the batteries are going dead. But yeah, it flashes like a police siren. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. So you've got 4 police cars driving in on this side. Bubba is behind you, swerving back and forth because of this duct tape that's all over their windscreen shield. And behind them, other racers that we won't even talk about at this point because they're not the action. So right now, right there with the police on their intercept course, what are you guys going to do? We're going to throw up hands. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait.
Hang on, I forgot what I was doing. Hang on.
Yeah, you got to get...
Okay, I'm going to say something and it will depend on what's available. But okay, I'm ready.
Good. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, shoot. Oh, all right. Now, I think there's something bad that I'm supposed to do to you guys when you both pick the same action. Nope, it's all good. So apparently 2 raccoons pressing on the gas pedal makes your car twice as fast. So you guys are going to bump up 2 speed categories here to speed 6. But Alice, did you throw a 4 or did you throw a 6?
A 6.
Okay, so as we get both Moniam and Tootsie applying a lot of pressure to this gas pedal, this car is rocketing forward in a way that you never thought was possible. Additionally, what is Ludwig doing?
Ludwig, you hear him just sort of say, Ludwig takes the wheel, and he's going to hold onto the wheel, and I want to find a ramp to die so that we go up it straight over.
Yes, this is why I pressed speed! This is why I pressed speed!
Just
So we have previously described this as you just came out of, oh man, that's a much better picture. This is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. So you've come out of this tunnel and you are basically in an old water canal and you have both sides are basically gigantic incline ramps. So as the police are coming down to you on your right, you could always go up on your left. It's gonna be good. This is gonna be a good speed roll. I imagine it's also gonna be when Hildy attacks. It's gonna be great.
yeah, it's going to happen.
So, yeah, Scrat, you haven't gotten to roll any speed dice anytime recently. I think it's gonna be your turn.
Yes.
It's 6
6 dice, yes.
dice.
Power.
6 ones would almost wreck the car, but not quite. That's good. That's really good. You got 3 hits and no ones. Okay, so Ludwig's bringing this thing up. Do you guys want to describe how this is going to go? What's going to happen?
Could Ludwig... Oh no, he doesn't have any sunglasses. I'm on the Blues Brothers, like, route now. So I'm trying to think. I think he probably rips that whiskey off the side of his box, takes the lid off, and spits it out the window, starts to chug it down, and as we go up the ramp, if it's alright with everyone else, I think he'd want to do a cool trick, and he's going to slam the wheel round and try and flip the car to land the other side.
Scrat's on board.
You bet.
Okay, so we're doing that, and you know it's going to be good. There is no way this can possibly be a bad choice because you are flipping a car 360 degrees. I am going to have the car take a little teeny bit of damage. It's going to be a glancing blow, which is half your speed. So dropping down on the old shocks. At some point, I seem to recall somebody saying something like, this car has no shocks at all, does it? Not anymore, as it now takes 3 additional damage from being dropped upside down. Your car is at 6 out of 10, but let's face it, this car is not surviving this adventure. I do not think that is happening.
It's okay, I've got 10. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I'm also playing I Want to Live Forever as I change over.
So good. And the muffler has fallen off of your car. So when you are hitting that gas pedal, you hear this as it's shooting out the back. Just the most American car ever. It's great. So with all these things going on, the police lights still on your tail. And let's not forget, if you actually reach the end of this street race course, you will win. What are you guys going to do? Now, we could just take actions, but I'm kind of curious. Are you guys even interested in finishing this street race, or do you just want to go on a tear across LA?
The police.
But both? But
Yeah,
both is good, right? Both is good.
Win and take a
Question.
pleasure cruise.
How close are the police cars?
You guys had a speed of 6. Let me drive some police cars in here. So right now, I'm going to say you guys have effectively eclipsed everybody in the race by at least 3 increments. And we're going to say the police are directly behind you.
Is Bubba still at the front of the rest of the pack?
Yeah, he's the reason nobody can get ahead because he has duct tape all over his windscreen and he can't see anything. So he keeps veering ahead of him. He's the guy who survives by sticking his head out the window. Which is great. Oh, and by the way, Avery is in chat, and Matt, sorry, I made some comment earlier that you were going to have to draw all this, and you totally don't have to.
I immediately went and tweeted Avery, like, Avery, where are you?
I was thinking that might be what was going on in chat, so I'm like, no, you don't actually have to. We're just having time playing raccoons, and driving a car, and want to win a street race.
My true motivation is that I knew you would appreciate these shenanigans, Avery.
This game is going to happen again on this channel. I know it's going to happen.
Yeah, it could be like a
Someone else is going to have to raccoon.
So,
Missions are raccoon.
Everybody get your favorite raccoon commission.
how far are we away from Bubba?
You are far. You are far enough the police are between you and Bubba.
Oh, okay. Are we like so close to the police cars? Like there's a trail of them to Bubba's?
Yeah, exactly.
Can I make this jump to a police car? Or
I'm sure you can, because you are rolling very well, but here's the real question. We need to throw up our hands and see what we're going to do for a turn now, because we've resolved whether or not we're continuing this race. Okay, so you guys get ready. And we got to go 3, 2, 1, shoot. Okay.
there's no 7 scrap.
Well, maybe we should find out what 7 is, but okay. We're going to increase speed in this race, which is an excellent choice, especially when your damage is already 6. Oh, I can't wait. Good job, Zelda. Okay.
I'm trying.
Do you want to describe Tootsie just mashing this thing?
I told you it's for my heart. We gotta go fast. It's doctor's orders.
How old
Okay.
is Tootsie?
She's old. She's
Okay,
a grand.
It's good. What's Moniam going to do here?
My name's like, go fast! Okay, go fast! I'm gonna take the Jim Bean, I'm gonna run to the petrol intake, and I'm gonna pour the Jim Bean in the petrol intake.
We Mad Maxing this.
Okay, yeah, sure. So, downside Ludwig, you lost your Jim Beam.
Well, I
mean-
don't know. Downside is I don't know what I'm going to do now because that's what I was.
Well, yeah, it's that. So the good news is the car will clearly go faster. I'm going to increase the car's speed by 1.
Yes!
I do snatch the empty bottle back though.
You guys are on a speed of 8 now. There is no practical maximum here for where the speed can be. So we're just going to keep with 8. That's fine. So you're going fast. Alice, you're not sure what you're going to do now?
I will, if I can like hold it, I want to at least take my empty bottle back
Yeah.
at the least. And I'm going to lean out the window a little bit. Like
Okay.
sort of readying.
Yeah. Are you throwing that thing, or what are you going to do with it?
No, I'm gonna get up to Bubba. He's leaning out the window to see where he's going. I'm gonna hit a home run.
Do you want to just make that roll now?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I think, where is my thingy? Because I'm pretty sure I maim and I like schemes, so I don't know what I'm actually rolling because that's too separate.
Oh, this is ferociousness. You're hitting somebody with a bottle.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a 4 then. And
Okay. and
I'm
you get to
like
roll
an
because
ex-mafia
you're British.
raccoon, so I feel that gains another one.
Yeah. Between that and, we're good.
Where are we? 5, 6. Yes!
There is a far-off tinkle of glass, and Bubba's car goes, "Wah!" Boom, and you see it hit the wall, and 2 of the police cars are now stopped by Bubba's car. You have 2 police cars behind you. There's a huge pileup happening behind that. At this rate, as long as you cross that finish line, you guys have got this thing.
I will throw the bottle back at the sort of broken bottle as I cracked it over Bubba's head.
Wonderful.
Throw it back, sort of, so it shatters behind us.
So with all this going on, and because Scrat loves math, I'm going to say that you guys started out on like a nice kind of like round, gentle, circular track, and you guys have cut an arc right through that circle. Not an arc, ray through the circle anyways. So you're cutting through, and you're going to find yourselves very close to the finish line. The only problem you have is those other 2 police cars, the other 3 racers behind them, and dealing with your own very high speed roll that you're about to have to make. Now, the main thing to do would be to make Zelda make the speed roll.
Please
I'm
do
gonna,
it.
let I'm gonna let you guys pick who has to make the speed roll.
I know if you say me, it's going to be the one time I roll badly.
I mean, it's Zelda, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's a rhetorical.
If
I'm
our
sorry.
car
I'm not
blows
trying to.
up,
But I want you guys to live for a little while longer.
Are you vetoing it being Zelda? Because I'd quite like it to be Zelda.
I'll roll it. It's just I cannot promise anything good will come of it.
I believe in you, Zelda.
Okay, because chat's being so nice to me, I will let you use your reroll to reroll all the dice if you want. So if you get 8 ones, you can reroll them all.
8 ones? Okay.
I love your expectations.
Statistically, it is going to be 8 ones. We know it.
Don't curse it again!
Okay, but that's only 4 dice. You need 4 more. There we go. Okay, so only 2 ones. You don't have to. It's up to you.
I'm gonna re-roll the last set of numbers.
That's fair. That's fine with me.
Because those are really bad.
Hey, one of those is a hit. Oh, well, now that's quite a bit better. So the good news is you took no more car damage. You guys are driving at speed 8, which I'm going to say right now is probably 120 miles an hour, because that sounds about right for what you guys are doing. You are so close to the finish line. Renee has figured out the strategy that wins for you guys. Just flatter me the whole time. That's all I ever need. Thank you. Really. Scrat's changed the overlay again, which is another thing I very much enjoy. You guys are at the end. It is about to be the end of the race, and then we're going to have to figure out what you do to get away. But you are about to cross that finish line. Final actions. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Hold on. So just looking at it. 3, 2, 1. Shoot. Okay, we've got a 5, a 6, a 4. Let's do a 4. Okay, Zelda, what are you going to do?
I didn't get to do it the first time, but I'm tossing my sloppy oil sweater, and I'm gonna try and get it to cover the driver's side of one of the police cars behind me.
It happens.
Yeah, the window. Perfect.
You do. It goes right up against the windscreen, and the policeman like veers to the side, and they safely break. No additional damage caused, but they did that. Came one down. Alice, did you have the 5?
No, I had the 6.
You had the 6, and Scrat, did you have a 6? 5. Okay, so you go faster. Moni M pushes down and goes to speed 9, a hypothetical speed cars cannot reach except in this game. So it's great. We're doing so good. You guys are going like
speed. It's ludicrous speed.
You can do cool tricks with speed, right?
Can we hit 88 miles an hour?
You are so close. You are actually you're well past that. But
I want to go back to the future.
It's going to be so good. So if you guys roll enough successes on this next speed roll, we'll just go back to the future. We'll start again. Okay, Alice, what's our number 6? What are you going to do?
So what is the position of everything right now, including like the police cars?
So Roxanne, who was at the start line of the race, is now at the finish line of the race. She is about to wave you in using this red bandana that she's holding. Behind that, you have one police car, which is actively driving, one that's pulled to the side. Beyond that, Bubba has crashed and all that stuff's happened, but Nitro is back. And they're driving, and you can see they are gunning for you. If their car was faster, they would get here first, but you're almost sure you're going to win this.
But Nitro is back.
Yeah.
I'm going to whimper a little bit and just blast up, go back to our old radio, blast up Don't Stop Me Now, take the remaining sound system out, go stand on the back of the car, wait for Nitro to be in a perfect position, and just throw it through the windscreen.
Okay, let's see. We're going to be doing a ferociousness roll.
Yep.
Ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed.
Oh no! Have we got another reroll?
No, that's the best possible result for this. So we got no successes and something bad happened. So all of your stereo equipment has fallen out. Like you basically you biffed it. There is oil on the side of the car as you're trying to get out. You've gotten your rear paws all oily and wet. You drop the stereo equipment, you go bouncing off the back windscreen. And if you make an alacrity roll, you get to hold onto the bumper.
Yeah, I will try that.
Okay.
That's only a 3d6.
You know what? I take it back. You don't get to roll anything more. Somebody is going to have to come save you. Because the rules here are very specific. You are holding onto the rear bumper, and your tail is dragging on the ground back and forth like this, and you can feel it abrading and losing fur.
You just hit, Ludwig needs help! Ludwig needs help! From the back of the car.
And the only thing that can help now, because everybody's moved, is this speed roll that we're about to make to see what happens to the car. Scrat, you're in charge. It's 9 dice. You are.
Oh my god.
There are no more rerolls. It is everything I ever wanted from a game. Oh my gosh, it is so perfect. So the bad news is your car is about to stop, but the good news is you get a cool thing out of this.
So I can do a cool trick, right? So I think I realized looking at the car that it's gonna get totaled. So I want to slam the accelerator in such a way that the car starts turning and spinning.
Pull up the handbrake.
Okay, yeah. So are you spinning the car donut style, or are you rolling the car?
Rolling.
Okay.
Rolling, maybe a little bit of end-to-end rolling as well. You know, I want to be a wreck over that finish line.
I would like to point out, I gave him the option of saving your life there, Alice, and he chose to instead roll over you.
I completely understand. Ludwig is literally spinning, going, save Ludwig, save Ludwig!
By the way, let's not forget, guys, it's an important part of the Scratticus family tradition. We need a hashtag Save Ludwig.
Yes, save Ludwig.
Oh, man. Oh, it's so bad. So bad. So this car is now rolling across to the finish line. It is just out like that.
I'm looking for self-defining pictures of Ricky.
But you gotta remember, the best part of the game is when your car reaches 10 damage, it doesn't get to continue. Roxanne is staying there. She's about to wave that bandana. Your car pulls to a stop 10 feet in front of her. She's just looking at you and just holding that bandana. And right now, Nitro is barreling down on you at 95 miles an hour as you are all right here. What are we going to do?
Okay.
Ludwig is badly bruised, but there's no damage in this game. And yeah, you are 10 feet from the finish line.
Which way up is the car?
That's a great question. The car is damaged, so I'm going to have to say upside down.
Is my cassette okay?
Your cassette player's fine. Yeah. What song is playing right now that the car's flipped all these times?
Oh, Another One Bites the Dust.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Perfect. So your car has 10 damage, it stops, and it can't start again until you fix it or find some other means of winning the race. Let's get those numbers up. You guys ready? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, no, there's a police car, isn't there?
There is a police car and nitro.
And Nitro, okay.
Get set. 3, 2, 1, go. You guys have a lot of fingers. Okay, everybody's on 6. I want to say that Zelda has done the fewest actions, so I think that she should get to go first.
Yes.
How close is that police car?
Close enough to arrest you next turn.
I can jump on the hood of the police car, is what you're saying?
I think if you were to run at a raccoon-like speed, you could probably get on top of that police car.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna get in the police car. And can I get in the window of the police car?
Well, the real question is when you roll alacrity, will you roll well? So let's do this.
Oh boy.
This is a police officer in the chase. So of course they have opened up the window and they've poured their coffee out the window so they don't spill their coffee in this inevitable crash.
That
You
is
got one.
nope.
You got one hit, and you are on the middle divider of the window, half in and half out, scrabbling like this with your little raccoon claws.
I am throwing whatever cookie pieces I have at him, shaking them out of my fur. But I'm greased up and ready to get in there. He can't grab me.
Please, Potato, please tell me you've got that. This is a roll, and your backstory gives you an extra die.
I get an extra die?
You get an extra die because you are a cookie hoarder.
Yeah!
It is good. You have successfully distracted this police officer who has a deathly fear of rabid animals, and they have pulled this car all the way over the side, hits the side of this waterway, and their airbag goes off, which pushes you out of the car, by the way.
Oh, dang.
So you bruise your raccoon tushy on the ground and are otherwise fine.
Okay.
So we are now on, let's say, Moniam. Do you want to go next or do you want to go last?
I possibly want to go next.
Okay.
Is there a corner shop nearby?
Not at all. I don't think that's going to happen. What exactly are we shooting for here?
I'm looking for like some matches or something like that.
No, that's my plan! My plan.
Well, you guys know where you find matches in a car. They're in the glove compartment.
Oh, well then I grab the matches.
Spark the wires.
Okay, you have... okay, yep, you have matches.
I'm gonna go, I'd like to light a match, drop it in the petrol intake and run.
Who on earth would say no to players saying, I'm going to light a match and light my car on fire and run? That's how games are played, guys. Just so we're clear, chat. This is what you do if you were the raccoon master. You say, yeah, just light the car on fire. That's cool. Car already has 10 damage. It's done. Okay, the car is on fire. So, Ludwig, since you went last, what are you going to do?
Well, I was going to do something very similar, but I want to blow the car. I want to make it wait for Nitro to be so close that I explode the car as he approaches.
Okay, so that's got to be a chutzpah roll, plus being a mafia boss, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Yes. With 2 6s, can I slow-mo walk away from this explosion, please? With the box still on my head.
Oh man, because you asked, I have to say yes. So, box on the head, but is it tilted back or is it just firmly on top of your head?
It's sort of firmly on top of his head. Now he's made like a nose hole. He steps in, he takes his cassette out of the radio, wherever it is, hold it up into the air and just walk away as it walks away slow-mo as the car explodes.
In my head, this is very close to the closing of the Breakfast Club, but with a cardboard box on your head and a cassette in your hand. But also backlit by the explosion as a plume of smoke goes up behind you with your poor stolen Chevy Nova exploding and causing Nitro to veer so hard to the side that he totals his car. The front of the car goes straight into the concrete barrier. He is not going to win this race either.
Does the explosion move the car at all?
Did we go like 10 feet?
I tell you what, you guys have a speed of 0, so that's not going to happen. How about everybody rolls a d6, and if you guys get 2 hits between the 3 of you, the car is going to cross the finish line somehow. Oh, this is so good. Oh, no. The car tips.
Zelda has a reroll to gift. A personal one from Renee when she subbed earlier.
You got this, Zelda.
Okay, Zelda.
Who do you trust more, me or Alice?
Oh, God.
Alice has been rolling good, but I'd like the possibility of...
Yeah, possibility.
I have never been on this edge of my seat much,
it's more in the hands of the dice if I give it to Scrap, though.
I just want to say Bohemian and Rhapsody has just come on in my ears. Just so you're aware of this. And Ludwig is probably singing along to Bohemian and Rhapsody.
It's so good.
Okay.
We gotta get a 4 more.
Please, Scrap, roll something good.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! I cannot believe that. Oh, so good. Renee, you won the game for them. Oh man. Play of the day. Okay. The car blows up, starts to tilt over like this. There's a moment where it starts to fall back. And then there's just like one more little pop. And it goes boom over the line. And you have one front corner over the line. Roxanne's like waving the bandana like this because it's almost on fire in front of her, and she's like backing up, and you have won this race.
And Ludwig would like to look at the others and strike the Freddie Mercury pose. Please, just...
Yes! Yeah! We did it!
Ludwig and friends did good.
My heart sure is pumping.
Amazing. Okay, now here's the real final problem. All of these cars are absolutely destroyed. There is mayhem in the streets. People are running for their lives. There is still one police officer getting out of his car and going towards these 3 trash pandas. How are you getting away?
Is it obvious we did this?
Well, you are the 3 that just climbed out of the car, set it on fire.
We are raccoons, so I don't know if like...
I think that your choice of action now makes it quick.
Our tiny hands. You just have cups for that.
Can I please tackle the police officer?
Yes, you can absolutely do that. Okay, what's everybody else choosing to do? Actually, let's do this first, because you may need to bail Alice out. Let's get a time. Okay, Ludwig, you're going to tackle the police officer, which is ferociousness.
Yeah.
And you get an extra die because it's late, and it's just awesome. Let's just do it.
5.
Come on, 5 ones. Oh, nope, you tackled that police officer so good.
Yeah.
That human never even saw you coming, and your sound equipment, you were still holding that subwoofer. It hit him right up to the head. He's down.
No one will believe you that raccoons stole a car and so straight away.
So we take that police car now, right?
Trash Panda is correct.
Yes!
That sure sounds like a thrill.
I'd like to climb in the police car and put the cassette in the radio and play Radio Gaga.
Oh man, you know that police cars are old enough that they have cassette players. And as you are driving off into the tiny, tiny bit of light that you see from the LA skyscape, driving down that long Ventura street, you're playing Radio Gaga. You are all together. You are singed, burned, but victorious as Crash Pandas. Amazing. Amazing, y'all.
We did it.
That was so much fun.
I
We did this in every possible way. Everybody who has enjoyed this in chat, Rowan, Rook, and Deckard, if you search Crash Pandas, it's in their shop. This is a pay what you want download. I'm going to go back and pitch them some money after this because that was clearly worth $1 or $2. That was hilarious.
I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, guys, please go and
on their channel.
give them some support. If you found this entertaining tonight, please go and support them.
I'm going to look up the shop real quick while we do this so that you guys don't have to do the work because that's just silly. So here we go. In the chat, we have a link. It's a thing. You guys should go get Crash Pandas. It is this much fun. Now, of course, when you have wonderful, wonderful players who are ridiculous and good at improvising, that's what you get. So, yeah, maybe Scrat will make this a viewer game next year. You never know.
Yeah. So next time, Goat crashes, right?
Goat Crash. I mean, Grant Howitt's unstoppable. I'm sure they're going to have more one-page games that are ridiculous fun.
I feel like you're stressed, Hans. And I've just noticed you've changed your name to Raccoon Master, and I love it.
That's been the entire...
I did not see it.
I also called myself Raccoon Master at least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
this
I
game.
had it, but I didn't realize you renamed it.
It's like Beastmaster, but more specialized.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say GM or DM for raccoons.
Yeah.
It's good fun. Also, they don't have a role that says Raccoon Master in the game. I do think they should change that.
Raccoon Master.
This is very genuine feedback.
That or Paramount.
It needs to be addressed.
Oh, man.
Oh.
That
Well-
was fun tonight. It was just firing off the clips. We had Atomic Firebird and Dreaming of Me. Just like they came up with so many good things. And Renee put up with all this. Matt put up with all this. They're both very nice people. Berserker Rage has been here the time too, I think.
I see Avery, thank you for dragging me into this.
I'm just adding a little final thing to the overlay. I think we will
I hope
appreciate.
it's of some kind. Oh man, yeah, that's good.
The car is gone, but will never
Yeah.
be forgotten.
Well, everyone,
Hate.
thank you for coming along on this crazy, crazy ride. Let's go around and talk about who we are and all that wonderful stuff. Let's Raccoon Master Hans, who are you? What was your favorite part?
I was going to go last. My favorite part was that we came up with this idea because, was it Alice or Zelda said they wanted to play this? How did we come up with this?
I think we said Honey Heist, and I was talking about Goat Crashers, and then you were like, wait, there's one with raccoons.
However this happened, it was meant to be. Clearly, it was the thing we should do. I'm going to do Numenera on Sunday. If anybody's not doing anything, you guys can come out and watch that. But no worries, no pressure. I'll put a tweet out.
And Hans will also be running a game on a charity game, which will be running on the 6th, 7th of April, the midnight slot, I think it is, between the 2 nights. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah, sounds right.
I'm pulling it up right.
I've got my diary right in front of me. I could just check. Yeah, the midnight shift. We'll be running Numenera then with Alice as a player. And I've still got a few spaces in that as well. I'm reaching out to a few people, trying to get some people in. We're raising money for NPC Breeze. NPC Breeze GoFundMe. If you appreciate NPC Bree and Eden family and stuff, we'd also appreciate it if you came along to that and helped us raise money. It'd be a ton of fun. Thank you. Next around, let's go to Zelda. Hi, Grace.
Hi, I am Zella Inami on Twitch and Twitter, and I try to stream 4 days a week, but usually I feel not great on one of those days, so I really got to figure something out to let people know that when I'm not streaming on a day that I tell people I was streaming on, but we'll figure that out later. Yeah, I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That shouldn't have been that hard to say, but those 4 days, in some, usually between noon PST and somewhere after that. It's a really chaotic schedule. and all the games that I'm on, this one on Fridays and Tuesday on the RPG Lab, will be all posted on my Twitter. So if you want to check out any games that I'm in and do, Twitter. Sahayanami. Well, that's where we are. I also make bad posts. That's my whole bit.
Awesome. So,
hang on, Zelda, what was your favourite bit?
yes.
I kind of want to know.
I'm trying to figure... I really like just the mental picture of Ludwig wearing the box with the alcohol strapped to it, and like all I could picture was like this lopsided box with a chef's face and your eyes like peering through, and just like this weird like dent in the front where your mouth and like the jutting out mouth parts of the raccoon is, and it just gave this both wonderful and horrendous mental picture of something almost terrifying.
It's actually quite scary now you say it.
Yes.
Big shout out as well. Thank you for the resub, Dardmore. 16 months! 16 months resubs. That's nearly as long as we've been affiliated for. So thank you so much, Dardmore. Good to see you in. Alice.
Hans has something to say. What were you going to say, Hans?
Oh, I was going to point out, Atomic Firebird said that this went so fast, and it did. It went very
It
fast.
went really fast. It's like, yeah.
Did it go too fast? We were raccoons. Were we too furious?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was too fast and too furious, for sure.
Yeah. I am White Rabbit Pick. You can find me on Twitter under that handle. I do lots of photography stuff, and when I'm not doing that, I'm here 5 days a week, either DMing or playing, or both on some days. And also, when I'm not here, I'm over on Tales from the Grim in our Lady Blackbird campaign, and also in our Highlander Cypher System campaign. I kind of just want to say my favourite bit's all of it, because it was so chaotic, like the image of Trash Panda taping up this windscreen just to stop everything. Ludwig stood on the roof, and like Tootsie was just a badass driver and just kept like, yeah, accelerate, 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 throw some cookie crumbs, accelerate, like...
We have to go fast.
It was so perfect, and I loved that one, we went over a ramp over a police lineup, and I loved that we could all slow-mo walk away from an explosion at the end of it. I will be drawing most of my time tomorrow. Now I not only will be drawing Dynamo stuff, I will be drawing this. Just so you're aware.
I don't know what was my favourite moment. I'm not sure whether it was taping the tape to the inside of the window or winding down the window, but I loved all of your confused faces, and then also the, oh, this is going somewhere. Like,
Oh no.
As soon as there was an option for people to have actions, I knew you were going to have some sort of elaborate, like, device plan there. That was just a given, but it was so good.
T. Yeah, that was my favourite part. That's me. Let's have some outros here. By outros, I mean check out all of these wonderful links. The bot is going to spam you with social links, places you can find us, places you can support us, places you can find our sponsors, discount codes we have for various websites. Please take a moment to read through them and support the channel by supporting them. Big thank you to Major Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, who are our sponsors and make this all possible. And like I say, guys, keep in tune for news about the 6th, 7th of April. I'm crazy as well, because 2 weeks before that, we've got our regular Academy Day. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a good one. Yeah, our Raid Cry's Box of Holding, and today we are heading over to We Are Nerdsmith. We will be raiding We Are Nerdsmith. They are another inclusive group who like to make games safe for people all over the world, and that is important. So we are going to go and raid them. Thank you very, very much, everyone. Until next time, keep on evoking emotions. Have a cracking weekend. We will see you on Monday. Bye!